back to Living East Tennessee. Getting a fresh start in 2020 for some of you out there means reaching those fitness goals. And I think a lot of people say, where do I get started on this? Maybe overwhelmed right now. But we have Jason Stooksbury from Summit Physical Therapy to talk about that plan. And you're saying it's all about approach and where we get started.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Really, the first thing to do is just kind of set your goals. You know, what is it that you're wanting to accomplish? Is it losing weight? Is it being able to climb a flight of stairs? Is it combating some type of health condition like type 2 diabetes or something like that? Really, you need to set your goals first and then kind of work back from there to establish a plan.
And really keeping them realistic to whatever you're going through personally.
Yes, absolutely. You know, losing 1 to 2 pounds a week is something that's reasonable. Losing 10 pounds a week, you're probably setting yourself up for failure, really, and you're going to get discouraged pretty quickly.
And a lot of people say, hey, I want to go to the gym, but I'm kind of worried I might get an injury. I haven't done this in a long time. What's your advice there on preventing injuries, or what do you see most often?
Sure. The thing is, people don't have a problem with what they're passionate about doing. It's having the patience to formulate a plan and stick with that plan, not doing too much too quickly. That's really when you see injuries, is when you kind of go too hard too quickly. Your body's not really ready for that type of intensity or stress. So just kind of starting slowly, easing into things, and that's probably the thing that people need to think about the most when they're starting an exercise program.
Absolutely. And then a lot of people feel that soreness. When have we gone too far? How do we know we might have done something we shouldn't have?
Sure. Soreness is normal. If you're going to start a new exercise program, you're going to experience some soreness. That's usually going to be felt maybe throughout your entire lower extremities. You know, injuries are things that are going to be probably a little bit more specific. You know, I have pain right here in my knee, or I have pain right here in my foot, and it's not going to resolve. If it's soreness, that's going to resolve fairly quickly within a few days. But if it's something that just keeps persisting and ongoing, then you probably want to get that checked out, because something that could be sort of addressed and dealt with in the short term, they can turn into more chronic issues and become more difficult to treat.
Now, sticking with that goal, we know a lot of people struggle with that. You mentioned a little bit, how do we stay motivated?
Yeah, I advise people to try to find something that you really enjoy doing. If you like running, run. If you like walking, walk. You can play basketball. You can play basketball with your kids.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things you can do. Really find something that you like doing, because you're going to be more likely to stick with something that you like doing. If you're not a runner, don't start running. If you're not a swimmer, don't start swimming. But by all means, try different things. You may find that you want to do something for a few months, and then you get a little bit tired of that, and you can go to something else that you enjoy.
There's a lot of great options here in East Tennessee, for sure. Diet plays a role in this, I imagine, as well.
Yeah, you can't exercise your way out of a bad diet, really. So it does play a role in it, but be reasonable. You know, if it doesn't mean you have to restrict yourself to the point to where you're miserable. You know, if you go to a birthday party, have some cake. That's fine. If you can eat, you know, relatively, we'll say well, you know, 80% of the time, and the other 20% of the time, you can be reasonable and have some things that you like as well. Don't restrict yourself too much.
So treat yourself every now and then, but also take care of yourself as well. Thank you so much for being here today. If people want some more information or want to find you all, where's the best place for them to go?
Sure, you can go to summitmedical.com. We have 8 outpatient physical therapy locations in the East Tennessee area, so we're pretty accessible to everybody.
All right, thanks for the great advice. Hopefully that helps you guys get kick-started on the new year. Coming up here on Living East Tennessee, we're going to be